What's happening? Not the best day yesterday. Not the best day yesterday. I don't want to keep saying that. I'm getting ready to go to my son's game, but let me get this set up in various different places. Okay, that's X right there. Um, Facebook. Okay. Um, Let me share this up. And let's go over here. What's up? What's up, Super Dave 44? How you doing? glad glad you stopping by, my guy. I don't know if I've seen you, but glad to have you. For sure. Share up these posts real fast. Morning, Pat. Needed one rebound for Sabonis for a good night. Hooked again. I feel you, man. I feel your pain. I think I went like on straights. I think I went like 2 and 7 yesterday. That was not good. I don't. That was not good. But like I said, I did tweet that out this morning. I kind of like want to go easy these first couple games, man. Back from the All Star break, just seeing where folks are, where these teams are, where they conditioning at, where they thinking at, right? Like this is going into this next half of next half, man. These teams gonna want to be tanking and things like that, man. It's just a lot, man. But straight bets are major key if you're able, right? Um, it is what it is. Kessler did go off. Yeah. And like we were saying yesterday, man, he should have been my top play, man. But I was not denying it though, right? I was all in on Kessler, and I was at work. I didn't get a chance to live bet him, man. But official play today for me, for guys who people who want to know right now. Official play for me. I want to see how I want to attack. Come on, my school's calling on the weekend. My kids' school calling on the weekend, bro. What's up with this? Hello. Okay, bro. That's good. Damn, y'all already texted us that shit. That didn't even deserve a call, but it is what. First, official play. We got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games today, right? What Air Jordans drop alert? Lucky Shorts. I don't got time for no Lucky Shorts. I ain't with them. Which one are they? Oh, these came out today. These these are for girls. I bet he did. I took his fancy squad. He crushed it. He killed that too. He killed that too. All right. Um, some interesting games. Interesting games. I didn't. I blindly. Not blindly, but I took the rebounds, man. For Donovan Clingan here, 9.5 rebounds plus money. Official play for me, whatever the case may be with that, right? So I'm loving Donovan Clingan rebounds here. Um, you know, going up against the Lakers last game, he got played off. I want to say, and I don't appreciate that. He definitely got played off the floor, but going back to the well today. You guys know I like my peripheral props and things like that, so I took the rebounds for him. Okay. Uh, let's see. Ayton out, sure. Um, Williams, mm, he played 25 minutes that game. Boy, when we zig, they zag. Boy, Klingon played 17 minutes. What the thing about this here is, I just feel like Klingon. I mean, between Mark Williams and Mark Williams and Nurkic, I just don't see him getting played off the floor, right? So it is what it is, right? I'm rolling with Donovan Klingon. I took that as my I took that as a straight last night. Um, 12 rebounds for him is plus 240. 14 rebounds for him is plus 520. 16 rebounds for him is plus 1,000, right? Things can happen. It can happen. I'm not saying go out there and bet on it or not, whatever the case may be, but he has that type of upside. Okay, so definitely Donovan Klingon. I like his rebounds and things like that. Okay, um, let's see here. Uh, the minutes though, man, I just feel like he should get a decent amount of minutes, right? Like I said, versus Joker here, he did go out there and get his minutes on. One game, he had 21 points and 7 rebounds one game, and then 17 points and 20 rebounds the next. You can take a look at his rebounds plus points plus rebounds as a combo play if you want to look at that. You could be my guest if you really want to get to that. 17 and a half there. So it is what it is. Yeah, I think he should get more run as well, right? I just, I don't know, man. Both of these teams right here, they probably tanking, man. I just don't. I mean, I understand, but I just don't know, man. But let's rewind it back to the first game on the docket here. We got the we got Phoenix Suns at Chicago Bulls here, right? So, pulling up Doink here, we could go through a little bit of these things, go through a few things. We could talk about what we know, right? And here's another situation. This is another situation that he just got benched, right? So that was crazy. Glad I had him on FanDuel. Uh, glad I had him on FanDuel. And I'm talking about Nick Richards. Glad I had him on. He comes out there, plays 8 minutes, 9 minutes. He's got 6 rebounds, and then boom, never comes back out there again, right? He got benched, man. I don't understand like I was saying yesterday. I don't understand what these coaches want or looking for or want. Matter of fact, I don't know what they want, man. You know, in some of these certain caliber centers and players and stuff, man. Let me pin this to my profile here. I mean, you just can't turn these motherfuckers until to superstars overnight, man. Some of these motherfuckers are just, I mean, ASS, man. Some of these motherfuckers are ASS. So they get frustrated benching people and things like that. It's just weird, man. Let me see. Nick. So I love the spot, but I'm scared, right? I'm definitely scared. Nick Richards played 8 minutes in the first quarter, didn't touch the floor again to the rest of the game. Whatever. Um, Mike Budenholzer needs to be investigated for sports betting because ain't no way Nick Richards grabbed 6 boards in 5 minutes and didn't play the game no more. Nick Richards playing like an animal in the first quarter and not seeing any minutes is effing ridiculous, right? It was crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So what Nick Richards do we see today, right? What Nick Richards do we see today? That's what I want to know, right? Going up against my Chicago Bulls. I love this spot for him. You guys know how I love to bet peripherals. I love this spot for him. Right now, his line, I didn't even check his line because I was so mad from the other day. But man, I really like this line at 7.5. Oh my God, do I really like this line? I'm not even thinking about the 7.5 line. Truth be told, I'm thinking about the 10 rebounds here. You're getting 10 rebounds at plus 164. If you're feeling froggy, you could get the double double for him at plus 460. I'm going to have to feel froggy here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to feel froggy. I'm going to have to feel froggy. He's going to have to be pissed. I think he's going to be pissed. I'm just going to have to, right? Or even the 12 rebounds. I just think he could be in play here, right? So taking a look at a little bit of the defense versus position and things like that versus the center position. The Bulls have gotten a little bit better in the rebound category. I don't know how, whatever case may be with that, but they aren't the best versus centers, right? They give up points, they give up threes, potential assists are up, regular assists are up, and then rebounds, right? Right now, Chicago Bulls are right at or out a little bit outside of the top 10 and giving up rebounds to the center position. That's over the course of the season. So, truth be told, they've been looking pretty good as of late. When it comes to uh, uh, over the course of the season, they're getting a little bit better. I ain't gonna say looking pretty good, but last 3 weeks still giving up the third most rebounds to centers. Uh, uh, probably top five, top 10 in points. Last 3 weeks giving up. We already know this, right? We don't have to keep lobbying for this shit. I already know this. We already know this. You guys already know this, right? They can't give up rebounds to centers. So, it is what it is, right? Um, this is a wonderful spot for both sides of the ball, if you ask me. Early game, one of those games here. I think it's a good same game parlay atmosphere, but just I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of neither one of these teams' defense. I'm just telling you that right now. So my left eye's blinking. I don't know what that means, but at the end of the day here, um, looking at the points here, for Nick Richards is sitting at 7.5. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. If you think I'm not playing that double double, I don't know, right? He's got three double doubles in his last 10 games. One versus Golden State, one versus Utah, one versus Houston. That was strong. I mean, that was pretty good versus Houston. Rebounds in the area of so his minutes kind of fluctuating here and there, right? 25, 23, 25, 17, 21, 23, 21, 16, 27, and 8. Don't like it, bro. Don't like it. Head to head versus this Bull team. This year, he probably played behind the 2 games this year. He probably played behind a starting center. So I ain't gonna hold that against him. But last year, he probably started here with 25 minutes, and he probably started here with 38 minutes, and he's had 10 points in both of those games, 8 rebounds and 6 rebounds. He does have a 12, 11, and a 12 rebound game right here last year, so he's capable, right? So let me see something here. Man, I don't think I don't think Jared Allen would have got there last night. 10.5 rebounds as a demon, a goblin. I'm gonna take that, right? I'm probably gonna take that. Um, so I'm gonna say Klingon, um, uh, Richards, Nick Richards and Vucevic 18.5 rebound combo. So, hmm, I don't, I think I like that. I'm gonna set that over there for right now. I think I like that, right? I'm gonna set that over there for right now. Going back here to defense versus position here. Hmm. Chicago Bulls as a whole giving up the second most rebounds on the season here. Um, and just positionalities, right? So you're looking at Chicago versus let's check versus power forwards, right? It did. We already know we playing against one of the best power forwards, in the league, in Kevin Durant. So he's in a great spot. It's just whatever, right? The Bulls just bad, bro. Straight up, man. Defensively, they bad. Top 10 they give up points. Look at the shooting guards, right? Points, rebounds, rebound chances, threes, 3-point attempts, green, all that green. Small forwards, the Bulls, um, mm, point guards, the Bulls, uh, third, fourth in points, green, assist probably number one, and giving up assists to the point guard position. So that's we looking at Tyus Jones. His assist probably sitting at they probably sitting at 6.5 by now. Uh, 5.5. I like that. Um, Devin Booker is another guy that can go out there and give you those assists as well. So good luck with that. Trying to figure out which one's going to drop the dimes. Let me see. Tyus Jones. He's coming off a 3 assist game versus San Antonio Spurs. He played 23 minutes. That's Beal, man. Beal just mucking up things, right? Beal played 33 minutes that game. He had 19. Okay, that's Beal mucking up things, man. So it's hard to bet on. It's hard to bet on a Beal. It's hard to bet on Tyus when Beal's in the fold, right? Um, so looking at Tyus, like um, without players, like without Beal, let's see. He looks pretty good, right? He's frequently hitting. He's hitting his points prop, hitting his rebound prop, and frequently hitting his assist prop, right? Without Beal, he's 9 or 10 to this number without Beal, right? To this assist prop at 5.5. His 3-point prop, he's 7 or 10 to this number without Beal at 1.5, and the 9.5 points without Beal, he's 7 or 10 to this number, right? But when with Bill, he suffers because Bill's got to come in and get his minutes, right? He suffers. He that drops down tremendously, right? Look at this. Everything drops down, right? Tremendously, right? So keep make a mental note of that. Whenever Bill is out, Tyus Jones gets free reign to be, who he is, right? So can he still hit this points prop? Yeah, he can still hit this points prop. Bad shooting night him here versus San Antonio Spurs. He only played 23 minutes. But he did get the shots off. He took 6 threes and one of 9 for 3. 1 of 9 for 3, right? So I mean 1 of 9 and 1 of 6 for 3. Pace up matchup here. The Bulls, they do play at a faster pace. So taking a look at the pace here, and then when you think about the injury news for the Bulls here, the Bulls, we lost Pat Williams. He should be out for a few more weeks, and then we also lost Smith, and then we dropped the other big. So we're pretty small, right? So there's going to be a lot of ancillary rebounds to go around, right? Vucevic is questionable. Why? He's probable, right? What about Josh Giddey? What's wrong with him? He's probable. So Josh Giddey should be out there having to play a little bit more, right? So at the end of the day here, um, I do like this game for same game parlays. Yes, the Bulls will be kind of small here. Looking at the rebound situation, like I said, the Bulls rebound as a team. They're giving up the second most rebounds as a team, right? We don't have a power forward, man. So there's gonna be some stats to be had in this game, right? Uh, just looking at the rebounding, like shooting guards, the Bulls giving up the second most rebounds to the shooting guard. Small forward, the Bulls, not high up there, right? Not high up there. Where are they? they down there, whatever. Point guards, third giving up rebounds on the season. They third most rebounds. So the power forward, the second most rebounds, and the center, uh, um, the center, they got better. They gotten better, man. They 10, whatever, 11, whatever, but they giving up rebounds to position to a lot of positional players, man. So um, just want to take a quick glance at that, right? You got a small team out there. You want to know what these lines are, right? So Kevin Durant got a 5.5 three rebound line. Booker's got a 4.5 rebound line. We know that's doable. Uh, Bradley Beal's got a 3.5 rebound line. Royce O'Neal's got a 5.5, a 7.5 for Richards, and on and on and on. And Phoenix, the way Phoenix team is set up, you can rebound versus those guys as well, right? I did not take a look at those Phoenix. So let's see. Phoenix as a team rebounding right here, right? So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. They're giving up the seven most rebounds as a team, right? As well, right? So and then when you look at positionality, Phoenix, they're similar, right? So Phoenix giving up the fourth most rebounds to shooting guards. The small forwards, Phoenix, mm, not in the top 10, I don't believe. So, uh, point guards, Phoenix, number five, and giving up rebounds to the point guard. Power forwards, Phoenix, mm, I can see why, Kevin Durant's on the perimeter, things like that. And you can definitely go in there and rebound. Phoenix, over the course of the season, they're now giving up the third most rebounds to centers, right? So both of these teams here have a problem in one of the same areas. That's rebounds and things like that. That can put you in conversation for things like rebounds and plus assists. Devin Booker's rebounds and assists is sitting at 11 and a half. Bradley Beal 7.5, and then you got they don't have Kevin Durant sitting at 9.5, right? So there's instances where there could be a lot of rebounds had, a lot of ancillary, a lot of ancillary peripherals here. So just looking at the defense here. Um, 3 pointers here. The Bulls has given up that 1.5 3 point at 7 of their last 10 games. Quite sure they've been giving it up all season long, right? That's to the point guard position. The assist prop, 7 of their last 10 games. We know they give up the most assists to the point guard position. Points plus assists could be in play for somebody like him, but like I said, keep in mind, Bradley Beal is playing, so his minutes kind of gets right. But if you want to get to Tyus Jones assist, I still can't talk you off of it. I'll put it over there. I'll put the threes over there. Um, I'll put the threes over there as a lean parlay piece or whatever the case may be. And because all he got to do is go out there and make a few threes. He's gonna take some shots for sure. And then I couldn't talk you off the assist prop either, bro. So I will put the assist prop over there. I mean, 5.5 assists. It is what it is, right? So I'll add that over there to over there. Looking at Devin Booker, we know his numbers are in play. His numbers are at 26 and a half, right? So we know his numbers are in play. It's just a fact of do you want to get there, right? So I can't talk you off any numbers for him. Um, He's 6 of 10 to his assist prop at 6.5. He's somebody that will be in there. The rebounds and his points plus assists, 6 of 10. All this is, should be in play for somebody like him. PRAs, things like that. But and then there's other things where this game could probably get out of hand. But who knows? Royce O'Neal, I don't know what the starting lineup is. Royce O'Neal can't go out there and hit the three ball. Uh, and then his rebound prop is sitting at what? 5.5 here. Don't think I'll be going there, but his points prop sitting at 11.5. He's the guy that can go out there and get hot from beyond the arc. So just keep an eye out on that. Kevin Durant, he is who he is. We know that. Lo and behold, that 2.5 threes is an interesting thing to point out here. He's went over that number 7 of his last 10 games. I rarely bet on him for three, and I won't be going to his three ball right now. There was a stretch where I was taking his 3.5 assists. You get that minus 140 right now. I think it's instances where he can hit that. His rebound sitting at what? 5.5. Right. Um, Rebounds and assists. just doing a little bit of glorified, chirping right now. Nick Richards, like I say, four center here. He's in that spot, right? He's in that spot. As you can see, all this green here. 9 or 10 centers are 9 or 10 to the 7.5 number. Is 7.5 rebounds and 7.5 points. Centers are 9.5. If you told me he was getting um, um, if you told me he was getting 30 minutes a game, bro, like man, I would love this spot, right? I would love it. Um, I still like it. I still like it. Points plus rebounds at 15 and a half. Centers has gone over this number in 9 of their last 10. Double doubles. I have the double double filter in there. Centers, 7 of the last centers. 7 of the last 10 centers has had a double double. So the double doubles in play there. I do have that set to the side at a plus a plus 450 right there. If you really want to, you know what I'm saying. If you really want to play it, right? Almost got to that double double. I didn't play Wendell Carter's double double yesterday. He got there the day before. He didn't get there, right? Interesting, but and I'm end up missing that 26 5.5 points for um, um, 25.5 points for friends, man, on the hook. I got him at 25.5 and so Bet Rivers you get at 510 and Bally Bet you get at 510. Josh Giddey has been playing some good ball, right? Here's a guy that I think we can look at his rebounds and assists here. So points plus assists, um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight games. Uh, Phoenix has given up this number to, you know, well, they got him as point guard, right? But whatever, right? He's been playing good ball as of late. I can see instances where he could hit this number here at 20 and a half and the 12 and a half rebounds and assists. He's hit his PRA in 6 games straight. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his last 6 he's hit. He's hit this rebounds and assists, and 4 of his last 6 he's hit his points plus rebounds, and 8 straight he's hit his points plus assists at these numbers. I mean, guys has went over versus this defense, right? So, um, to be fair, I'm just throw over the PRAs for right now. I'm gonna throw that over there, and PRAs, and just to make a note, I lean towards. Oh, he's in a good spot to hit that. Okay, pause. Um, point guards, man. Let me see something here. I like to target point guards versus Phoenix. Phoenix, they're in the green in a lot of different categories here, and including 3 pointers, right? Not assists, not so much. But Alonzo Ball, right? How many minutes did he play last game? On the 20th, he played 29 minutes. He went 3 of 9 for three. I like the three at plus money. I want to say 75 to 80% of his shots are coming from beyond the arc. As you can see, I could give you off some numbers. He took 13 field goal attempts, 9 of them were threes. 9 field goal attempts, 7 were threes. 8 field goal attempts, 8 were threes. Right? 7 field goal attempts, 3 were threes versus Toronto. Pace down matchup. That's why I don't like them slow pace ass matchups. But Boston, eight field goal attempts, 6 of them were threes. So on and so forth, right? So I can see instances where he gets to his 3 ball here. I'll lean towards the over threes here. I'll lean towards the over. As you can see, let me see. 3 pointers made to the point guard position. Um, Phoenix around the top 10, right? Let's take a look here at the shot profiles here. So Phoenix number one in 2 point pull up 2 point attempts. Pull up 2 point attempts. Threes, but they can't give them up. At 2.5, I can see instances where he could get there, right? So I couldn't talk you off the the 2.5 threes there. Other From looking at the defense here, um, of course we got some very low lines here for Lonzo Ball, but a good opportunity to buy low. I mean, I'm not afraid of Alonzo Ball. I mean, uh, um, Tyus Jones defense or anybody like Bradley Beal. But the thing about that, Lonzo Ball, he still shoots the three, right? He don't care. He don't care. He's gonna shoot the three. So it's all predicated. His points is a lot predicated on him hitting that three ball, right? So that's what you got to understand. But versus defenses and these lines here, um, hmm, 4, 6 at 3.5. Hmm. Lonzo's got some interesting numbers. They're low, and of course, that's why we see a lot of green here. They're low. But Lonzo Ball right now, just looking at his numbers, it's going to be a guy that you're going to want to be early to the party on, right? Because his numbers, right? So look at his numbers. He's hit this rebound prop in 6 of his last 10 games. Toronto, slow pace matchup, less shots, whatever the case may be. Um, Boston, don't know what happened here. Let's take a look. Beat down, right? And he just plain didn't get there. 23 points versus Golden State. I mean minutes versus Golden State Warriors. 3 rebounds. He's had. I tell you this. He's had 3 rebounds or more in 10 straight games, right? So his rebounds prop is in play. Um, Point guards has hit this number in seven. I mean, in 7 of his last 10 games versus this team. But that's on an average of 32 minutes. Right now, they got him at an average of 25 minutes. But his last 3 games, he's played 27 minutes, right? I think we can pencil Lonzo Ball in for 28 minutes, right? And I think there's I think there's a way he can get to his rebound line even at 2.5 or 3.5. So eensy beensy teensy weensy small lean towards the over there. Looking at the rebound prop to the point guards over the course of the season, Phoenix on top five, number five, and giving up rebounds to that position. Okay, even if you want to check the um, even if you want to check the rebound chances and things like that, as of late, um, he's been getting rebound chances, bro. 10 versus Toronto, 8, 8, and 8, right? So whatever, right? Whatever. Threes and rebounds for somebody like Lonzo Ball should, and they could be in play here. Um, Another guy who's going to take a decent amount of value from beyond the arc, and that's going to be Kobe White. Um, I'll say about 70, 65, 70% of his shots are going for beyond the arc there. So um, I couldn't talk you off any of his numbers if you want to look at them, right? For threes. Last time he played him, he gave him 5 threes, 10 rebounds, but that wasn't this year. Um, hmm. What are some of their numbers looking like here? Field goals 12, 13. That's about on par. 3 pointers about 5.6. Up to about 7 here. That's about on par. The rebounds in at 3.5. They've given up the rebounds there. So the guards are beating these guys to the ball when it comes to rebounding. And then, they have tendencies to go small too. So and then they can, put guys out there like Bowl and stuff like that. So um, whatever, right? I'm probably won't be betting on him, but it is what it is. Bruce Ellis, mm, lower lines for Buzelis, but he's playing a decent amount of minutes. You're gonna see a lot of green right there because it is a lower lines there. Points plus rebounds, 7 of 10 in the combo section there. 3 pointers for him sitting at 1.5 at -104. Um, one, two, three, 4 of their last 7 games. They've given up this number. 5 of their last 8 they've given up this number. Hmm. Field goal attempts lately been around 10, 10, 7, mm, 8.5 field goal. Hmm. Vucevic, first Phoenix. Last year they gave him 17 rebounds, 19 and 17. Vucevic played 36 minutes versus the New York Knicks, 33 there. I wonder is Vucevic back, ready, and motivated? Um, let's take a look at centers, 3 pointers made. Phoenix. Phoenix. Giving up the third, wait, the third most rebounds and second most points to centers here. Do we get discount numbers on Vucevic right now? Let's see. Points usually around 19, 20, 19 and a half. No discounts there. Hmm. No discounts there, but he is in play. Even for the double double, he's in play. And I couldn't talk you off the threes for him either. There's instances where he can step out behind the arc and hit that three. Probably sitting at 1.5. You'll get it plus money on the 1.5 right now if you want to go there. I think he just hit like three threes versus Cat there, but he did go through a slump right here where he had only hit 1 3 in 4 games, right? But um, back-to-back games with 21 points, very efficient versus Detroit, 7 for 12, 9 for 21 versus New York Knicks. If you want to get to him, be my guest. The last couple games, I just felt like I don't know if he was motivated, right? He's got a double double in his last six of his last 10 games. I just didn't feel like he was ultra motivated after not being traded. It's just, man, you play the first half of the season, trying to play your way out of Chicago, and boom, you don't get traded, right? So there's some looks here for the Phoenix players. I can't talk you off anything here, right? One of my favorite looks right here is the double double. I just want to. I can't say that I can be assured that he's going to play all the minutes, right, or get a decent amount of minutes to even hit the number, right. But for Nick Richards, but I definitely want to pull the trigger on that, right. But you got Plumlee behind him. Plumlee went out there and played 17 minutes. Looked like the last 4 games he's been capped at around 16, 17 minutes. And then you got, I think you got, you got Bobo, right? Bobo's coming out there playing minutes. He only played 10 minutes last game in a heartbreaking loss to San Antonio Spurs. But prior to that, Bobo had been getting it in 24, 33, 30, 33. We don't have lines out for Bobo. So this could be a wonderful spot for somebody like Bobo. But I can see instances where Vucevic gets his money too. So, long story short, what do we know? Vucevic will be out there, right? His minutes there. Vucevic will and should be out there, right? So he's a double double candidate, even if you want to use it in a parlay piece. And like I said, Phoenix giving up the third most points to centers. He's going to be in consideration uh, just because of the spot. So what I'll do here, because the spot is pretty good on paper, I'll throw him over there because he's in a good spot, right? So it is what it is, man. Brooklyn Nets and uh, uh, Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia 70, Brooklyn Nets are one of the teams that play the slowest in the league, right? So that's one thing. Right now we have a uh, Brooklyn, I mean Philly, 11.5 point favorites over under 211. They can see that's a low total right there because of how slow Brooklyn Nets play. So and then from 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 injury standpoint here, don't know if D'Angelo Russell's going to go. I don't think he's going to go. I don't know if he's going to go. So don't give me the, you know what I'm saying? Putting just saying anything, but don't know if he's going to go here, right? So taking a look at the injuries here, injuries are major key, right? Taking a look at the injuries here just to see what we got. Um, Cam Thomas out. Russell is out for Saturday's game today, and Clowney. So it is what it is. Nick Claxton, if he can stay out of foul trouble, I can see instances where he can hit his rebound prop. 9 rebounds better than 3 of his last 4 games. Right now, I don't know what his rebound line is sitting at, but let's take a quick look and see where his rebound line is sitting at. 7.5, right? Uh, I can see it's, as long as he don't get in foul trouble, I can see instances where he hits it, right? His rebounds. Let's see, to this 11, 8, and 5, right? Let's see, games with Embiid. Oh, we can't look at that on this one. Ah ha ha! I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. Mm, you can do that on other sites. Mm. But you can go back and look, and I don't think. Well, February 12th, Embiid might not have played this game. February 12th, Embiid did not play that game. And Brooklyn went out there and tapped them on their butts. Won that game. January 4th, Embiid did play that game. Embiid had 28 and 12, and Nick Claxton had 10 points, 5 rebounds. Okay. November 22nd, let's see who played that game. Embiid did, in fact, not play that game. Okay. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Uh, as long as he stay out of foul trouble. But what I can say is centers have been getting busy versus Brooklyn, right? Uh, that's a that's a I want to say that's a fact, right? Uh, and if not over the course of the season, I would definitely have to say lately. So let me go back and check. Brooklyn. Mm, mm, could be wrong. Well, certain centers have probably been getting busy versus them, or maybe it's been in the rebound category. One or the other, man. Let's see, rebound. Mm, maybe it was just certain centers getting their money on, right? Let's see. So what's with some centers coming in there getting busy, right? I mean, some of them just standing out, and so what it was so Jared Allen coming off a 20 rebound game. Khalil, not Khalil Ware, but Diabate had 10 rebounds. Khalil Ware had 14 rebounds. Alper Sengun had 20. Um, Taj Gibson had 10, and Sabonis had 22. I don't know why it's not showing up in showing up, right? Maybe because you got somebody like Yabusele had 2 rebounds, and then you had somebody like Sean Holm had 5 rebounds. So things are kind of like averaging out, but lo and behold, trust and believe. there were some centers coming there getting busy, and now you have Embiid, right? So uh, Embiid last two games versus this team been getting busy. Look, I'm surprised by his rebound totals versus this team. He's got double-digit rebounds and six of his last seven games. I'm super surprised about that. Um, I faded away from his rebounds. But long story short here, um, I don't even I mean, all the teams in the league, man, this is probably the one I follow the least, right? As far Brooklyn, as far as who benefits between what, and with Russell out, uh, man, Killian Hayes, I don't know, he's gonna get minutes. Like this is crazy, bro. Like, ugh, you know. So, um, Keon Johnson, um, he's going to get his shots up, right? So he's somebody you could probably look at here, right? And versus the point guard position, this is one of their most vulnerable positions here. Philly's giving up the second most points. They're also giving up probably the most threes, uh, and it is what it is, right? So Keon Johnson is somebody that you can definitely take a look at because maybe the shots should be there, right? Versus Philly here, taking a look at what he's done versus Philly, and he wasn't the primary game in some of these, but right here versus Philly, he had 15 points, 2 of 5 from three. He played 36 minutes. Quite sure that he was probably there. I ain't gonna say all alone, but who played? D'Angelo Russell played 14 minutes, and so he was just about leading the way there, right? So long story short, Keon, his points prop sitting at 12 and a half. I think it's something that's doable, right? I think it's something that's doable. Um, I expect him to take around somewhere in this area here, right? These shot attempts. So I think he's warranted, okay, to hit a few shots here. They don't have his lines out. Wait, no, let me see. On FanDuel, they do have his lines out, right, at 12 and a half. If you want to get there, I couldn't talk you off of it, right? So, I ain't gonna lie. As far from a spot standpoint, he's got to be in the conversation, right? So I'll add his line over there from a spot situation here, because he's gonna play probably upwards of 30 minutes, and he's averaging 14 shots, right? And for the field goal attempts here. Um, they got it averaged at 14 field goal attempts right now. He's taking he's hit his 3 point line in 50% of his games, his last 10 games at 1.5. It's a parlay piece right now, and at the end of the day, um, with the volume in alone, if he can get 19 shots, then he could probably get 15 points, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's somebody you got to take into consideration, right? I'm gonna have to take another deeper look into it, but uh, Keon Johnson, I have to look at Keon Johnson, man. So let me put this over here, Keon. So his points are 13 and a half on FanDuel, and the I don't think the 2.5 3 pointers made as a goblin, like I mean, as a demon, I think that's in play. Um, 4.5 assists, that could be in play. This is, I think you get a 3.5 assists. I think you get value. I think you get value. Oh, 24 fantasy score. I definitely think that's in play there. 7 rebounds and assists. So let me see something, man. Let me make sure. Killian Hayes, right? Mm. Johnson, man. Keon Johnson is 2.5 assists. Mm, that's a parlay piece. Prospects ain't putting that shit up there. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. I know that. They ain't putting that up there. 3.5. Mm. Points plus assists at 15.5. Rebounds. He's had 4 rebounds. What's his rebound line at? FanDuel don't have a rebound line out for him. Mm. Keon Johnson rebound. It probably at 4. Well, parlay piece at 4 or 5 at plus 136 at 2 plus 265. He gonna have to keep his fucking hands to himself if he want to be out there. Games he had 22 and 25 versus Washington and Houston. He went 4 for 3 off the. Okay. Rebounds. Okay. Hmm. Rebounds. Threes. 3 pointers made. I like Keon. Today, I mean, anything can happen, man. The volume should be there. Go out there and shoot, young man. I'm betting on you today, right? So Keon Johnson, give me the over points plus assists, PRAs, fantasy score, all that, whatever you want to do. If he gets in foul trouble, then I ain't gonna say I'm fucked, but man, it's gonna be crazy if he gets in foul trouble. But I expect him to be out there for sure. I expect for him to be out there and to generate points and things of that nature. The point guard, the power forward rather, is another spot that we do target this team at. Looking at Philly here, Philly numbers are power forwards. The threes are down, but the potential assists, rebound chances, rebounds, and the points all are green. So that's somebody we're looking at. That's none other than Zaire Williams. I forgot about Zaire Williams. Jalen Wilson. That's Cam, right? Um, Points wise versus these guys, he's giving these guys 37. And last time they two teams played, he came 16. Um, the minutes is what and is where I'm. What he's hit his rebound prop in 8 of his last 10 games there versus this team, and at 3.5 with the minutes that he's getting, and this number power forwards are over this number, and in 5 straight, eight of their last 10 games. Uh, just for the spot, I got to put him over that, right? And historically, versus this team, he's rebounded okay in some spots. Doesn't mean he's going to get over there, but the spot is green, so I'm going to put it over there right now. Um, And the three ball, right? I'm always in tune with his threes. He can get hot any given day, give you 4 or 5 threes. His threes always going to open up at a uncomfortable number, especially as of late. At 3.5, he hasn't hit this number, and he's only hit this number one of his last 10 games, right? But if you think he could get there to give you a good plus money, I'm probably just gonna fall back from it. I'm not gonna touch it. So it is what it is, right? Let me take a look at. I expect Zaire Williams to get up at least about double-digit shots here in this spot. Hmm. I'm a move, right? Um, Tyrese. I mean, with the rest of these guys, you can do what you want to do, right? Uh, Whatever, right? Quentin Grimes been crushing this rebound prop. One, two, three, 4 straight games. He's had 7 rebounds or better in 4 straight games. His rebound prop is sitting at 4.5. He had 9 rebounds versus them last time. Who all played in that game? Paul George played. That's when he had 2 points. Nobody else played of significance. Okay. Versus Brooklyn, who Kelly Oubre has been cooking them. He gave him 30 that game. His rebounds are 5.5. Paul George rebounds at 4.5. And teams, power forwards are over this number in 8 of their last 10 games versus versus them. Rebounds and assists at 8.5 for Paul George. He's 410 to this number. Whatever, man. And Joel Embiid. Um, this points prop is at 26.5. I cannot, right? I mean, I got to put that over there. I ain't gonna say that's too low, but he's in a good spot. So I got to put his points over there. Let's keep it moving, right? Um, really love this spot for the Joker here. Uh, I really love this spot for the Joker. This is gonna be an interesting game. Let's check underdog real quick, see if we got any see if we got any injury news as of 10 a.m. Right? Let's fan this out. No. Okay. Um. So um, we have so Murray is questionable. It's probable here. Gordon questionable slash probable. He's off the minutes limit, right? Played 32 minutes last game, so that's something that you want to make a mental note of. Um, Westbrook went back to the bench. Okay, I want to say he went back to the bench. I believe he went back to the bench for Braun, and I think that was warranted, right? I mean, he's your young guy, so just let him go ahead and continue to do what he do. So Bron played 33 minutes last game, 45 minutes before that. Definitely looking at the Christian Braun to be in them 30 minutes category, right? In the starting lineup, his usage probably go down just a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's Braun. So I definitely haven't checked out any of his numbers or things like that. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. I will slide this slider back to the top just to get back to the top. Luca, it's more like what we're just waiting to see him pop off, whatever the case may be. Took his rebounds versus Charlotte. I like the spot, so I took his rebounds. But right now, I'm pretty much kind of like staying away from, staying away right now for Luca numbers. Austin Reeves. I like the spot for Austin Reeves. Back, backcourts, backcourts. This backcourt. I'm not a big fan of this backcourt here. Just truth be told, defensively. So, um, I couldn't talk you off numbers from Austin Reeves there. Um, Last 4 games versus Denver, he smoked his numbers. Of course, that probably was in the playoffs. Some of this was in the playoffs too, but he did have 19 versus these teams last time with three threes. But in general here, we you know we can look at him from three, right? Two and a half threes. I couldn't talk you off of that. Um, as you can see, the volume of his threes, he's gonna have to hit the three ball, right? So he's over his rebound line in 7 of his last 10 games there. So that's something to take heed to, right? So I don't know if I'll get there, but you could also think about that or use it in some combos as far as as far as um, rebounds and assists. Speaking of assists, he's over his assist line at 6 of 10 at 5.5, but I don't think I'll go there. I'm more so looking at raw points and threes for right now for him. Even 3-point attempts when you got a site like Prize Picks where you can look at 3-point attempts. Combos, PRAs, 8 of 10. He smashed it. Rebounds and assists, 7 of 10. 7 of 10 for points plus rebounds and points plus assists. Shout out to Patrick because he definitely knows that the guards can shoot the threes on Denver and definitely put up points. Looking at the defense first position here, looking at the points wise, just raw points. Denver hmm, gotten a little bit better, I want to say, over the course of the season here. But looking at the threes here, where are they? So Denver, they straightening up some of their numbers right now, which is shout out to them. But still giving up three though, right? Not a lot of green as we used to see, but Denver's not the best defensive team, so you know, assists can definitely be dropped here. So if you want to look at the rebounds and assists, be my guest. But from a volume standpoint, anybody getting 7 to 10 3-point attempts can definitely hit their threes. And I know they want guys like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura to space the floor out. So I can see instances where he could definitely hit his threes or drop a few dimes, right? So like I say, the assist prop, they're giving up the fourth most assists to the point guard position, but who can that be? That can be LeBron. That can be Luca. That could be Reeves. So even if you want to look at it without positionality being involved, uh, Denver as a team, without just as a team, they're giving up the most assists to the 3-point. I mean, to the to opposing teams. So there can be plenty of assists to be had. Um, so LeBron James is self-explanatory. We know who he is. We know what he does and things of that nature, right? Rui Hachimura is an interesting play here, especially from what he's been doing as of late. The field goal attempts are here, things like that. But I don't know who's going to be guarding who, right? I don't know. He's got a point line of 15 and a half. I mean 14 and a half. He's 7 of 10 to that number. 3-pointers at 1.5. He's 1 of 10. He's 6 of 10 to that number in his last 10 games. Um, I don't know how I want to approach these guys here. I don't, but he's in play for a multitude of things, right? LeBron James, like I said, he's self-explanatory. Do what you want to do. Jackson Hayes is in trouble. right? He's definitely in trouble. But if he stays out of foul trouble, like I say, if he stays out of foul trouble, bro, he can go out there and get a few rebounds here and there. I could probably say, but his minutes has been, man, shit. Well, he wasn't playing. Let me see. Lately, let me see. 27 minutes versus Portland. He has 7 rebounds. I don't like that not one bit at all. 8 points here, 8 points there. And like I say, uh, teams can go out there and rebound versus centers can go out there and rebound versus this team. But there's some foul trouble risk here, boy. Straight up, man. And that leads us to, I mean, I just go straight to him, man. That's, the Joker, right? This boy is in play today. He's in play today. He's going to see Hayes. He's going to see, man, he might see some Lynn. Like I said, while those guys can rebound versus the Joker, but Joker's a different beast. And I love the spot for him, right? Versus the Lakers here. He's had some monster games here with and without AD. And, it is what it is, right? Rebound props in his he's hit this rebound prop at 11 and a half. I I really, really, really wanted to take a stab at his rebound prop here at 11 and a half here. So I got to put that over there. You'll get that for plus 100 on DraftKings. I like the 11 and a half rebounds, bro. I do. Um, but versus Lakers, his numbers has been great. Definitely a triple double spot here. Definitely is a triple double spot here. I think the rebounds are given here, right? So let's see what we got here. You could also look at points plus rebounds and stuff like that. 11 and a half rebounds. I ain't gonna say it's a gift, but I mean, I just think it's the right play, right? I mean, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? Joker, it's the Joker, man. And if you get it at 11 and a half, it's the Joker, man. I typed in Joker. Hell no, it's crazy. What's his name? Jokey. 11 and a half. That probably go to a 12 sooner or later, right? You're not running him off the floor. So, I mean, just go out there and get the rebounds, Joker. Goodness gracious, right? Go out there and get the rebounds. I don't think they're not running you off the floor. But um, it's coming off 15, 17 rebounds versus Charlotte, 15 versus um, um, whoever these are, Portland. You know, he's 410 to this number, but it's the Joker, man. I mean, what you want me to say? What you want me to say, bro? Straight up, what do you want me to say? Now, Aaron Gordon. Now, power forwards, right? When I'm looking at LeBron and I'm looking at Rui and I'm looking at um and I'm looking at Luca and I'm thinking about switches and I'm thinking about all this and I'm starting to say, hey, um, we just got so looking at the minutes, right? Aaron Gordon, he was on the minutes limit. His minutes limits graduated and graduated, right? So he went through a stretch right here on January 31st, the 1st, and the 5th, where he played 30 minutes, right? Then they calmed down, right, at 22, 24, 25. Then they came out and said, hey, he's no longer on a minutes limit. Bam. That's after the All Star break on the 20th. He comes out energized versus Charlotte. Great matchup. I can't take nothing away from their weak ass defense versus Charlotte. But he goes out there and gets 18 points and 7 rebounds, right? Um, good morning, Ed. Good morning. He goes out there and gets 18 points and 7 rebounds, right? So PRAs, all peripheral lines, he kills it, right? The Lakers, not one of the best teams. So, like I'm saying, with versus this Lakers team, it might not show up on paper, right? But let's see something. Might not show up on paper. Okay, but like I said, we know it might not show up on paper, man. But I don't mind targeting. I don't mind targeting. I don't mind targeting power forwards or players that's going to be aggressive versus guys like LeBron and stuff like that. Thing about that is he going to be aggressive, right? Is he going to be aggressive offensively? And that's what I'm worried about with Aaron Gordon, but I think he might be. I think he might be. So, versus this line here, this line sitting there, he's average, he's on, he's versus this line, he's average, well, at 12 and a half points is his line. Um, Power forwards are 10 for 10 here versus the Lakers, right? So in that time span, you got Kelly Oubre gave him a dub, right? You got Kuzma gave him 13. Josh Hart gave him 26. Derrick Jones Jr. gave him 17. Um, um, Draymond Green gave him 13. Pascal Siakam with the 23, 17, and back-to-back games for John Collins. Then you got Bridges with the 29, and then you got Tumani Kamara with the Tumani Kamara, Tumani Kamara with the 19 points. So and then the rebounds. This rebound line is sitting at four and a half, right? Um, he just got off his minutes limit. He had 7 rebounds. Aaron Gordon can be frustrating in sometimes, man. Sometimes he can be frustrating. He just might not go out there and do what you want him to do, right? But man, if I know he's taking 13 shots, 12 shots versus this team, I'm looking at his PRAs, points plus rebounds, whatever, right? And you can see it's green in both of those categories to these lines, right? To these lower lines. Don't forget these are lower lines, right? Um, to these lower lines right here. These are lower lines. Now we can't deny these are lower lines, but they are green as heck, right? So I'm going to have to add him over there. I'm gonna have to add him for being in a good spot, right? So right now I'm just gonna put him over there for just so I don't forget. I'm gonna add him just for I'm gonna add him for points and rebounds because that's probably what I'll be looking at. Points plus rebounds, or regular points, or whatever the case may be, right? But those are two areas that I probably wouldn't mind getting to, right? So let me just add them to this category, right? Points plus rebounds, bang, add them over there, right? That doesn't mean I'm just adding him over there because he's in a good spot, right? And Michael Porter Jr. Versus the Lakers, he stretched out in the 3 point from in the 3 point area. He stretched them out. Some of these guys are gonna pop off. Triple double spot for Joker here. Some of these guys are gonna pop off. All they gotta do is go out there and hit the shots, right? Michael Porter Jr. has had good games versus this team, right? All these guys looking good right here. It's just I don't know what the numbers are for Joker's triple double. But it's probably the parlay piece right now. Yeah, it's probably a parlay piece right now. Minus 125. If you want to get that, be my guest. This has got triple double written all over it to me. But you're gonna have this is gonna have to be a triple double spot. I mean, can he get out there and get 10 dimes? That's the thing. What's his 10 dimes? Minus 186. The books know he can get 10 dimes. Woo! Damn, that boy triple double minus 126. That's crazy, but it is what it is, man. I think this has got to be one of those spots. I mean, first of all, from beyond for Joker, man, but um, look at that. I mean, he's Michael Porter Jr. has played good versus these boys, man. He's averaging 9 rebounds versus these boys, man, and 8 for 10 to his 2.5 3 ball mark at plus at minus 108, and then the points line at 17.5. But this is historically versus them. Now versus lately they've been better defensively, so I tip my hat to them. But last 5 games, he has rebounded the ball well, and we know this Lakers team can be small, and and that's going to be, that could be one of their little weaknesses right there is rebound the ball. So, uh, it is what it is, man. Uh, but he's been going berserk in some spots 36, 39, 30. He was getting busy, right? But everybody ain't gonna do everything, man. So just go out there and try to pick your best spots. Christian Braun, he's been rebounding the ball. Now you can't deny what he's been doing in the rebound category here. Um, he's hit his rebound in 9 of his last 10 games. Uh, Sitting at 4.5. That's definitely in play there. His points prop sitting at 14.5. Don't know if I'll get there, but he's 7 to 10 to that number, and he's back in the starting lineup. Russell Westbrook would be coming off the bench, so we'll see what's gonna happen, bro. It's a lot of spots here, but I ain't gonna say I can bet on everything. I can't bet on everything here. And then you're looking at volume. This boy's got his volume back, right? So um, I mean, 20 shots here, 7, 12. Well, his volume is starting to fluctuate. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with him, right? But he put up 55 versus Portland, 34 versus Charlotte. One thing I say about this team here, this team has a hard time putting people away, right? So when you're looking at defensively here, that's what makes this game a good same game parlay atmosphere because people are hanging around. Dallas, I mean, let me see here. Over the course of the season, um, Denver's getting a little bit better, right? But still, Charlotte hanging around and shit, right? Like, let me see. Yeah, Charlotte hung around with their ass 2 games, man. I don't like that. Let me see. What was the score to this game here? 115 to 129, right? I mean, whatever though. Charlotte here, right? Uh, they probably went to overtime with them this game, right? There was 107 to 104, right? You can't. They need a little bit more defense over there. You can't put these teams away. Got to put them to sleep, right? Portland 121, right? They put up 121 and 132 in that game, right? Portland again, but granted, Portland have been playing good. 117 to 104, they 146. They put their ass to sleep right there. But it was a back to back. New Orleans Pelicans definitely supposed to put their ass out their misery. 119 and 104, they got them right there. But their first game, they played them back to back. The schedule makers are terrible right now. But 113 to 125, that's another team they probably should have put their ass to sleep. But at the end of the day, teams are scoring. You know what I'm saying? Um, will they put the Lakers to bed here? I don't know. Maybe they will, right? Maybe they will. Sometimes their firepower might be overwhelming, but at the end of the day here, from a spot from a spot perspective, um, you got to look at the Joker. He's the guy for me. Um, Given the current state of this team, the 11 and a half rebounds, I had to take that, right? The 11 and a half rebounds. The 10 assists is sitting at, minus 180, 170 right now. The triple double is a plus, is a minus 125 right now. Points are points, right? But um, go out there and give me 11 and a half rebounds, bro. That's what I got to say. So, that's my favorite play from this game. But we went over the game or whatever the case may be, took a look at things, it is what it is, right? Um, the last game here, is it the last game? Let's see. What do we got? Oh, we got the Houston Rockets and Utah Jazz. This is a back-to-back here. And then the Charlotte Hornets and Portland Trailblazers, right? Um, hey, son, hey, Markel up. Make sure he up. Make sure y'all up. Y'all going to the game? You going to the game or no? All right. Well, go ahead, get on. Let's get it together because the game in about another hour. We got to be there in an hour, man. Straight up. So, don't know who's going to be in and out here. Truth be told, back to back here. Don't know who's going to be in and out here. The NBA's got to give us some trouble when it comes to injury news, right? Don't remember the last time my boy played on a back to back, and lo and behold, man, I can't doubt the guy no more, man. Goodness gracious. I mean, I ain't been doubting him. I just didn't play him. I don't know if I fade him or whatever because maybe with Collier, boy. Ooh, that boy goes out there and drops him some dimes, don't he? And they make sure he goes out there and get dimes. Um, Kessler. Last time he played a back to back was it's been a while. They don't normally play him on back to backs, and they tanking right, and they tanking right. So hey, if he's in, I like them boards, man. That's all I can say. If he's in, I like his boards. If he's not in, then I don't know, right? If he's not in, we're talking about some scenarios. So Kessler, let's see, 12 and a half rebounds. Damn, he can get there. He can get there for sure. I ain't denying my boy at all, man. I ain't denying my boy at all, man. He can get there. He can get there. Let me see something. Yes, rebounds. Thompson got them assists yesterday, man. Straight up. Mm, Marcus at Jazz here. Let's see something. Why though? Just why is this all laggy? I hate that, man. Thank you. Hmm. He ain't played them this year. And last year his minutes were well, a couple games his minutes were there. Two of his last three games versus them, he had 20 rebound chances. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? But it's boy, this guy's a monster. Hasn't faced him this year. Am I going to take a stab at that 21 and a half? I don't know. I mean, at 12 and a half rebounds, I don't know. Can he hit it? He definitely can hit it. But he get in foul trouble or something like that. That can hinder him. Even even I think even Sengun could be in jeopardy for a back to back here, right? So um, does anything stand out to me here? I mean, man, the rebound prop is at 12 and a half for him on prize picks. What do we got here? Do we got a 11 and a half here? We don't even have lines out right there. Let's go back to Doink. Um, let me see something. We don't have rebound lines out. We don't have lines out for him on the books. What about, let me go to DraftKings and see. Cause sometimes you got to go check yourself, man. Walker Kessler rebounds here. 13 rebounds at minus 110. 12 rebounds at a parlay piece at a minus 165. 11 at 260. On a back to back, I think he can rebound on a back to back. I think the only thing that could stop him, it would be foul trouble from getting that 12 and a half. I think foul trouble. But long story, is he going to play on a back to back? That's the thing. So, um, and Collier, he just won't be denied, right? I'm not interested in anybody else. Truth be told, not interested in this game. Not interested, and I'm not gonna try to wreck my brain about some of this stuff, right? Marketing when everybody's in is just obsolete. But Jalen Green, right? Jalen Green, I have to make an exception for Jalen Green, just off sheer volume. I think he's somebody that we could definitely take a look at. Interesting. Is this the first time these two played this year? Mm. So maybe something like a fantasy score, something like that. Whatever. Thompson has been doing Emmett Thompson things. You know what you want to do with him. Truth be told, Jalen Green. The threes is something I would look at 2.5. Uh, he's 7'10" to this number. Like I can't fuck with Dylan Brooks, man. Jabari Smith is back. Like whatever, right? Whatever you want to do. This is I'm just whatever, man. I'm whatever, bro. And then the Charlotte Hornets and Portland Trailblazers, right? So, um, my first play I made, I just don't feel like he's gonna get ran off the floor. If he does, so be it. But I went to Donovan Cleveland rebounds at 9.5 at plus money. Come on, man, don't get ran off the floor, and I think we could get there, right? Um, um, Anthony Simons 5.5 assists is interesting, right? And then the threes, of course, the threes for or just raw points for the mellow ball at 25 and a half. I got to like that, right? So, uh, and or threes, and or points and or threes. I think I would say he's for the amount of volume that he's got is matchup proof 3.5. Like, come on, bro, whatever. I'm throwing that to the side, but let me take a look at something real fast. Um, he's played 34 minutes last game. In the absence of Aiton, he played 35 minutes. 35 minutes, 35 minutes, right? 35 minutes. Did he start? Okay, Grant, what did you do? Grant, 30 minutes for Grant. He sucked ass. He went 1 for 12, and I praised him. How does showing a several graphs with a bunch of numbers that no one can see very well help? I think it's a shame people can't use their brains instead of programs. I don't need those, bro. I would do this every single day. If you haven't been following me every day, I try out a different site all the time. I don't need this all the time. I don't have to use this all the time, bro. What are you talking about, fam? I don't have to use this all the time. This is we just having a this is a man, if you don't bag up, fam, man, go on somewhere. What are you trying to find out? That's what I want to know, my guy Steve O. What you trying to find out? If you got a play that you like, drop it, bro. Or what you trying to find out? That'll be a better way to come to the to approach this. If you got something that you like, or you trying to find out, or anything, right? I just want to know where you at with your mindset. You know what I'm saying? I want to know where you at with your mindset. I mean, you said it right there, but I'm not just using graphs. If you're listening to what I'm saying, I'm saying a whole bunch of things, bro. A lot of the stuff that we already know this. Well, somebody's doing this every single day. Do I need this? No, I don't. But some just because you might not need it, somebody else might need it. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't. I just don't understand where you're getting to. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to find the best plays, man. The best plays. Um, all this right here is free help, bro. Doing this out of the kindness of my heart. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. You can come with all that. It don't even matter, man. I'm not gonna go back. I'm not gonna touch on that situation no more. I just hope Klingon does not get ran off this floor today, because I did. That's the first play that I took. The red one's Richard. Oh man, I already know, man. I shouldn't have even said that much, man. I wasted all that time. Um, I accepted your opinion. I do. everything you just named, I do that, fam. I mean, but what I'm trying to understand is, um, why did you come to this channel? Why did you come to this channel to even say that? You obviously you're looking for something on YouTube, right? If somebody is just, do you want people to just shove stuff down your throat without reasoning? Then I can understand that, right? A lot of these people, they know me or they don't know me from a can of paint. If I tell you this is what I like, this is what I like, then it is what it is, man. But sometimes you want to get some context to, what you out here picking, man. Other than that, I just, yeah, I just don't even understand. Let me do this real quick. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You took Clinton rebounds for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Good luck to you too, Steve O. Good luck to you. I think he's tripping, trolling low. Yeah, I think he's tripping. I think he's tripping, but you know, um, I don't know, man. Could be a new bet or anything. I don't know. Um, Grant, man, I really like the spot that he was in versus the Lakers last game. He ended up going 1 for 12 from the field and 1 for 5 from 3-point land. Right. Um, what is his points prop sitting at? 14 and a half. Hmm. Um, what about the rebounds and assists for, uh, or even PRAs for Avdija? Avdija, 10 and a half rebounds plus assists for Avdija. Mm, okay. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's go to that game. I think LaMelo Ball is self-explanatory, right? So Portland been limiting. Let me see. Over the course of the season, point guards, threes. This is Portland versus point guards over the course of the season. How? I don't know, right? But don't give me how they just pretty good, especially in the 3 point whatever, right? Um, hmm, hmm, Portland. Okay. Um, hmm, okay. Well, what we do know is I had to look at we do know Charlotte's not that good versus the power forward position, right? So I had to look at Grant. I had to look at Avdija because these guys, Tumani Kamara, these guys are in and rotating in and out of the 3 and the 4 spot, right? Why Tyler says some of these people don't understand statistics. They want you to show them the plays with no reason or for choice. It's a blessing people like you take the time. Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it, and I definitely know that. I definitely know that, man. I just don't, First of all, yeah, this is a community thing. We chopping up plays together. Yeah, so like you said, to your point, people don't understand it, and then people want those. Hey, I want to come here to for 5 minutes, man, and just boom, or they want to come to the video, catch the recap at the end, stuff like that. But some people want to go through the whole process, man, and you know, just learn how to fish. Learn how to fish. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to fish. So you're definitely right, my guy. You're definitely right. Shout out to you. Um, yeah, so just points wise, Charlotte giving up the third most points to the power forward position. Then you got guys that's rolling. Miles Bridges not the greatest defender, so you got guys rolling in and out of the power forward position. That's why I'm looking at Tamani Kamara. I'm looking at Grant, and I'm looking at Avija, right? Just trying to see who and where these guys, whatever, right? So, and then I look at the small forward spot, like, Charlotte. I don't. That's one of my least spots that I really, really try to even look at, whatever. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? Shooting guard. Portland. Portland is where the shooting guard, right? Is where they're giving up. They're not the best at defending, right? Fourth in points overall, and they are giving up almost five threes there. Um, what else would it be? The center here, right? Um, Portland, not the best at defending the center. Assists are up. I think they give up the most assists to the center spot, Portland. Um, People do bet on Mark Williams' assist. Then you also have what's the boy named Nurkic behind him who can also drop dimes, right? So taking a look at the assist spot for the center here. Um, Guys like Mark Williams. A lot of people be on that 1.5, 2.5 assists for him, right? So he's got a bunch of consecutive games with 1.5 assists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 straight games with at least two assists. Don't know what his assist prop is right now. Then you also got somebody like Nurkic coming behind him who can give you a decent amount of assists, right? Back to back games with 7 assists there, 3, 1, 2, 6, whatever the case may be, right? In a limited amount of time, right? So, but you got to watch the minutes, right? Because you look at Nurkic without um, Williams that game, he had 19 minutes, right? So they are kind of weird with the minute situation here. We love to see Mark Williams get to 30 minutes and be confident about that, but who knows? Diabate played how many minutes last game? He played 29 minutes versus Denver. So like, what are we doing here, right? I don't even know. Like, what are we doing here, right? Nurkic goes out there and gets 18 minutes, and then Diabate gets the minutes, right? So who knows what's going on here and with the backup situation. Long story short, they got a bunch of backups, right? So you got Mark Williams, you got Diabate, you got Nurkic, and you got Taj Gibson that occasionally comes in and gets minutes. That's what. That's why I feel like Klingon should get his minutes, bro. That's why I feel like Klingon should give us a chance to get this rebound prop. Nurkic is okay rebounder, Diabate okay rebounder, Williams are okay rebounder. So um, that's like three versus two, right? When you're looking at Aiden being out, you got Klingon, who has big time rebound upside. So you know what I'm saying. You got big time rebound upside. Just give me the minutes, man. Give me this 31 right here, and I can't even complain. You give me 28 minutes of Klingon, I can't complain, right? You can also look at his fancy score. He's got 3 blocks or better in 3 of his last 4 games. You can also look at his fancy score. That's something that I don't mind as well. Maybe I might play his fantasy score some shape, form, or fashion. Another guy, Robert Williams, you can look at his fantasy score as well if you can get it right. But he's played 20 minutes in 4 of his last 5 games here. This is the guy that's going to be breathing down Klingen's back, right? So he can come out there for defensive purposes and make a change. He's got multiple blocks of 3 of his last 5 games. This Time Lord, he gets steals and things like that. We know who he is, right? So Time Lord can put up stats in a hurry too. This is another guy who I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? If Klingon was there by himself, I would take him up to. I would take him up to six. I would take him up to 16 rebounds if he was playing. If Klingon was playing by himself. Now, where I'm wrestling at is like these guards and forwards, man. That's what I'm wrestling with, and that'll be on the Portland side. Those are the guys who I'm wrestling with. We learned yesterday, last game, that Miles Bridges is his usage is going to be up no matter what, right? Um, But let me see. Power forward, defending the power forward. Portland has been okay at defending the power forward this year in some shape, form, or fashion, right? Bottom third, lower tier of the bottom third versus Portland. How's he faced this team this year? Mm, 18 shots for 18 points, 10 rebounds. That was last year. So, hmm. Um, hmm. So Portland, let's take a look. Let's take a filter look real quick. Um, it's okay, I guess. I'll talk to you about it. I'm on stream. My fault, y'all. Live stream. You know you got to do life things at certain points, at certain point in time. Damn, he got back-to-back games with five threes. So, hmm. And then he's been doing a good job at rebounding the ball this year, though. I give him that, right? Um, let's do a filter real quick because last 10 games he's averaging 20 shots, right? The average point guard, average power forward field goal attempts is at 14 and a half. Let's take a look at let's filter his field goal attempts to 17, right? Let's filter. Let's go from let's go from between, right? Let's go between um 14 and let's go between let's go between 14 and 17. Oh, it's acting up. Let's go between 14 and 18 shot attempts. What does power forwards do versus this team the last 10 games? They rebounded the ball well. 8 of their last 10 games, they hit this 7.5 rebound line. 14 to their 3 point prop at 2.5. His 2.5 threes are at plus money. He's taken 9 3 points or better in, well, 8 3 point attempts or better in 4 of his last 5 games. The points, they average 21 points. His point prop sitting at 21 and a half. So, so beat it with that. Um, hmm. He's 5% to his assist prop, and the combo lines look okay, right? Combo lines look okay. 7 to 10 to the points plus rebounds. And that's would be a spot that I wouldn't mind attacking him at. He's 7 to 10 to mostly all the PRAs in this last 10 games, all the combos. Mm. You get a double double at plus 220 if you being if you want to check it out there, right? I got about 15 minutes to go, right? So off sheer volume, yes, he's in play. He's in play off sheer volume. You get Jeremy Grant out there for about 30 minutes. What position would he be playing? I'm lost when it comes to him, Kumara, and Avija. But I don't know, man. But he's all in play off sheer volume, bro. Truth be told. Um, Mark Williams. What I'm not gonna do is personally. What I'm not gonna do. I'm not going to take his. I'm not going. I've already taken the rebounds for Klingon, so I'm not going to take the rebounds for him. Number one. Number two. He's got two or three guys breathing down his back. Injury concerns, not playing on back to backs. Can he go ballistic? Yes, he could. But is he, right? Minutes last three games, 32, uh, 25, and 29. Played on the 19th, didn't play on that back to back. I don't know, right? So whatever you want to do, be my guest. Anthony Simons, he's an interesting player right now. He's an interesting player right now. I did take his assist last game at 4.5. Shout out to him. He got there, right? January 24th, these teams played. He ended up having 27 points, 4 of 10 for 3. And what did he do in the assist category? He only had 2. Uh, Alan Supercell says, thanks for streaming. Went 2 or 3 yesterday because of you. Thank you very much for the kind words. And I wish it would have went 3 of 3, but I guess 2 or 3 is still a winning day. Okay. I unfortunately had a bad day in the straights department. Just a bad day overall. I think I went like 2 for 7, maybe 2 for 8 in the straights. Got hooked on one, 25 and a half. But hey, sometimes you get those times. We will prevail. We will prevail. Um, I want to see who played this game here. Versus, I want to see who's in the lineup here. Allen, so he got hurt too, man. He got hurt, but I don't think he was getting there even if he didn't get hurt. Didn't get hurt. Um, so he definitely sold. There was no Aiton in this game. Klingon played 18 minutes, 4 points, 13 rebounds, right? Who else? Who's playing on Charlotte's side? Diabate played. Mark Williams played 15 and 9. Hmm. Mark Williams had the team all to himself. Nick Smith Jr. had 17. There was no ball and there was no. Uh, okay, okay. No Bridges and no ball that game. So I guess. Let me see something here. So they got beat down versus the Lakers, right? That's what that was. They couldn't generate anything, right? Or was it? I don't know. 102 to 112. Hmm. He's got back to back games. Hitting his assist prop at 5.5. Let's see something. Point guards. Charlotte. How about last 3 weeks? Oh man, hey, did I bet on Duran, but hey, I turned around and looked at that Tobias Harris. He was out there going crazy, right? Hey, Tobias Harris, when a matchup is right for him, as we can see, he takes advantage of it, bro. He takes advantage of it. I didn't bet him, though. I did not. I did not bet him, man. I should have. I would have won some money. Duran looked awesome yesterday, man. So he's back on a bet on guy for me. Let's see. Charlotte. Charlotte. I know I'm not blind. Okay, there we go. All right, so whatever. All right, let me see something. Charlotte. Hmm. Well, it's Saturday. I still gotta work. I gotta go to my son's game. My son, we're getting ready to have a game at in another hour. Gotta leave out in a couple minutes. Hey, you ready, bro? Is he ready? Okay. Um, I can see Anthony Simons and LaMelo Ball going at it for three today. Okay, let's take a look at without DeAndre Ayton. Mm. Who else hurt, man? The rest of those guys are in, mucking up things. Mm. How about let's take a look at let's take a look at hmm, Tumani Kamara without Ayton. Hmm. Hmm. Points prop at 11 and a half. How about I probably won't be betting it, but I seen instances where his rebounds looked okay, bro. Straight up. Uh, Anthony Simons, Mark Williams, Tamani Kamara, Avija, right? Avija, um, without uh, DeAndre Ayton. Okay, so this one looks a little interesting, right? So without DeAndre Ayton, I mean he put up 28 points last game, right? He could do a multitude of things here. He can assist, he can rebound, he can score here and there. We already know that, right? Assists, the seven of his last 10 games at 3.5. Rebounds, um, they've given up this rebound line of four, seven, eight last 10 games. What about versus Charlotte? Let me see something. Versus Charlotte, he had 18 points, four assists, five rebounds. His rebounds plus assists proper sitting at 10.5, right? So the three ball, I was asleep on his threes. Okay, he's 50% to that number without Aiden. The attempts here, the attempts, he's averaging double digit attempts around about 11 shot attempts in his last 10 games without Aiden this season. Um, what about his combo lines? So the points plus rebounds, he's 8 of 10. Points plus assists, he's 7 for 10. Rebounds and assists, 4 of 10. That's one of my personal favorite bets, the rebounds and assists. The PRAs, he's 7 of 10. So I could look at him for fantasy score. I could look at him for PRAs, points plus assists, points plus rebounds. I guess you got to add the points in there. The points are pretty much stiff, right? But the power forward spot, you know what I'm saying? It's between him and Grant at the power forward spot, right? We know only thing I'm looking at Grant for points, and when you're looking at the defense versus position, and guys what the power forwards have done versus Charlotte here, they give up the third most points there, right? And they can't give up the three. That's you got somebody like Miles Bridges taking a lot of shots, rebounding, exerting all that injury on offensive side, didn't have to come play some defense. That's not his forte, right? At all. So, um, and then looking at what's going on here, the versus the power forwards. I mean, they seven power forwards versus them. They 7 to 10 to their points line in the last 10 games. The 3-pointers, they 6 of 10, and they rebounds at 3.5, they 9 of 10. The only thing about this rebound, this boy is allergic to rebounds, man. Jeremy Grant, he's allergic to rebounds, so that's I wouldn't say that's out of the question, but Jesus Christ. But this little forward range they got between Jeremy Grant, Tamani Kamara, and Avija, that can be very confusing for betting purposes, man. That can very I don't risk nobody to be out, but if Jeremy Grant was out, I would be all in on Avija, bro. Or I would bet on him, Avija, and Kamara probably, at least for rebounds. But this guy comes in and mucks things up. He's averaging double-digit shot attempts. His points prop is sitting at 14 and a half. They should have found a way to trade him, straight up. They should have found a way to trade him, but they also got some ancillary guards they need to figure out too. We'll see what's gonna happen, bro. Last 10 games without DeAndre Ayton, what has he done? How has he looked? So rebounds, he went through a stretch here where without Ayton, he hit his rebound prop. One, two, three, four, 5 straight games. So 5 of his last 10. 3-pointers, 50% there. I don't know, man. I just need somebody that does a little bit more, right? Um, I think I like Avija, man, in some shape, form, or fashion. I think I like Avija because he's somebody that's just gonna give me. I could take a combo or something for him, and just knowing he's probably one of those army knife type of guys, bro. So I don't know how I want to bet on him, but it's somebody that I think I could get to. But rewind it all back. This is not the highest paced game. This won't be the highest paced game. These two teams are not trying to win. And like I said, it's not a pace up matchup. If it was a pace up matchup, I would already have my mind made up. I think Hornets played at a very small, slow pace here. So I would probably stick to the highest usage players. Truth be told, that would probably be somebody like LaMelo Ball, Bridges. If you want to bet on Simons, okay. And then, like I said, somebody like Avija who does a little bit more, and is involved in things. He can run the point. He can, do a few other things. I would probably consider him, but I'm not forcing anything. And Klingon, I just think he should. I just hope he gets the bulk of the minutes. Right. I took his 11.5 rebounds. That's the only play I took. I mean, 9.5 rebounds at plus money. This is the only play I took from this game. As you can see, versus this team, uh, the centers are over their rebound line in 6 of their last 10 games. Last time these two teams played, he played 18 minutes, had 13 rebounds. That's not why I'm solely taking him. I know what he can do, right? He's got Robert Williams breathing down his back. I think this big body would be warranted today behind Williams. You got Mark Williams, Nurkic, Diabate, right? 3 bodies there. I can see instances where Klingon can be of some, service here. So it is what it is, right? I took his rebounds, man. Right here in prize picks, I have 4 plays. I thought I had 5 plays, but it's 4 plays right here. Now, rewinding things all the way back here because I'm getting ready to get out of here. Rewinding things all the way back to this first game, right? Bro, um, this guy got benched, man. Richards got benched last game, man. He got benched, right? I don't like that. Prospects voided him, but he played 8 minutes, got 6 rebounds in 8 minutes, never came back in the game, right? I'm trying to tell you, man. I like this spot for him, man. You're gonna get a double double for him at plus 440 right now. Um, is it a play I'm giving out? No. Am I gonna sprinkle on it? Yes, right? The Bulls, we're bad versus power forwards. I like this game as a good same game parlay atmosphere. This Phoenix Suns game, right? Giddy has been doing Giddy things here. Um, is there some blowout potential? Yes, but Smith. I mean, we hurting in the power forward position, so it's going to be in both of these teams. If you didn't catch the beginning of the video, you can go back and check it out. the Bulls and this Phoenix, they give up rebounds to ancillary guards, small forwards, and things like that. They give up a lot of loose ball rebounds, stuff like that, right? So it'll be exciting to see what can happen here. You're gonna get 10 rebounds for Nick Richards at plus 158. Not saying he's going to get there, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Budenholzer must have panicked. I don't know what happened, man. You got Bobo, you got Plumlee. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. But it's a shame that he's not solidified, or who they don't have their center spot solidified. So at least the 8 rebounds I can see him getting there. I did have. That's what I had in there. um, Nick Richards. So his rebound must have went up. Let me see. Richards. Oh no, I had him at Vucevic in there. So the 18 and a half combo with him and Vucevic, I can see that. Maybe I might split these boys apart, right? Take this down, and maybe I might just leave him up there for 8 rebounds. I think they could get there at the 18 and a half. I think they can get there. Historically, Vucevic has been good versus this team here. Um, the points and assists, I think he can get there. But what about the playing time, right? So there was somebody we got taken down here. I forgot who it was, man. I forgot who it was. I thought I had 5 plays up here. So, but this Bulls game, I really like this Bulls game, man. I really do. Um, if you want to go back and check, check what I said about this Bulls game, you go back and check. Some plays that I got to the side here that are in spots that we can take a look at here. Tyus Jones, the 1.5 threes, it's a good spot for it, right? If Bill wasn't playing, I would be over on 1.5 threes. I would be over on 5.5 assists. But these are good spots for it. Also, you could look at um, Booker assists, right? He's the point guards are in good spots here versus the Bulls. Nick Richards, I'm gonna sprinkle on it. It's more than likely it's gonna be an L. But if he was solidified as the start center and was getting 25 to 30 minutes, this would not be plus 450. I would be all over that, right? So I lean towards the over double double for Nick Richards, 10 rebounds, whatever the case may be. Josh Giddey, in these spots like this, Josh Giddey can excel a lot. When you got teams like this that give up ancillary rebounds, I did the PRAs because I just don't know which way I want to go. Here's a guy who can drop dimes. He can get rebounds. You can look at points plus assists, anything like that. As of lately, he's been playing ball, so not an official play. It's just somebody who's in a good spot. Lonzo Ball, the 3.5 rebounds and the 1.5, the 2.5 threes are in play for him. You could go back and fact check it, whatever the case may be, but those guys are in play. Vucevic. I haven't been playing Vucevic after the All Star break because I just know, like I said earlier, um, you know, play your butt off through the first half of the season in the hopes of getting traded. Don't get traded, then it's like letting the air out the balloon. Hopefully, he gets his confidence back. No, they tanking things like that. He's in a good spot. Phoenix giving up the third most points to centers. Keon Johnson. This is one guy here that got added to my list. I'm making it official play. Give me the over 12 and a half points for Keon Johnson. I think the usage is going to be there. I think he has a potential to get to 15 points. As long as the usage is there. Um, I like the spot. There is blowout risk, but I think he's blowout proof. I think where there's a will, there's a way, right? I ain't going out on a limb, man. The usage should be there for him. I like the 12 and a half points. You're going to get plus money and everything after the 12 and a half. He should be in play. Cam Johnson was in the spot to hit the rebounds. We do target power force versus this team, but I'm not even, it is what it is. The 3.5 threes for him is a little bit too steep without a bona fide point guard, so I probably won't be looking at his threes. Joel Embiid points. It's him, right? He's in a great spot. Lately, some guys have been coming in there murdering Brooklyn in the rebound category. They've been murdering Brooklyn. They got in last 10 games, got 2 or 3 guys that hit 20 rebounds, right? That's what it is, what it is. Joel Embiid, just because for the sake of who he is, he's in play. One thing I will say, this Brooklyn team, they play very slow. I do not like it, right? Last but not least, Brooklyn won their last game between these two. That doesn't mean anything to me. Um, Nikola Jokic, 11.5 rebounds. Look, go out there and give me 11.5 rebounds versus this Lakers team, man. I don't want to play with you, Joker. I do not want to play. Go out there and give me 11.5 rebounds, man. You get a plus 100 on DraftKings right now. Go get me 11.5 rebounds. Official play for me, 11.5 rebounds. I know it's the right play. I feel like it's the right play, so it is what it is. Aaron Gordon, from a spot standpoint, and given what's going on right now, with him playing extra all his minutes, getting all his minutes, coming off that minutes limits, playing 30 minutes last game, knowing going forward he's going to be playing 30 minutes in this spot. I think it's an okay spot for him. His points props in at 12.5. And he got some low rebound numbers. I just put the points plus rebounds up there just so I don't forget to take a look. I haven't bet anything for him. I think he's in an okay spot. He can be frustrating at sometimes too though. But I do target guys versus Luka. I do target guys versus LeBron. These guys have to go play offense. They don't want to go play no lockdown defense. So an aggressive. If we feel like we can get an aggressive Aaron Gordon, he looks good, man. He looks good. Also, I can't talk you off Murray. I can't talk you off Christian Braun. You're gonna have Westbrook coming off the bench, and Porter has been letting it fly. All that is a recipe for Nikola Jokic's triple double spot. You get that at a minus 125. I think that's definitely in play, right? They think that's definitely in play. Joker been shooting threes as well. Um, and Klingon, right? I don't have Klingon over here. Klingon, uh, official play for me. Give me the 9.5 rebounds. Last time I checked, it was it was plus 118 for the 9.5 rebounds. Now, the 4.5, the 3.5 threes is a yes, please, for LaMelo Ball. Just off sheer volume. And you can also look at if I don't have time because I got to go, but you can also look at the 3-point attempt for LaMelo Ball as well, right? So Ball, I might add both the Ball brothers on here, but that shit didn't sound too well. But it is what it is. Uh, they got a guy 4.5. Then I got his regular line out there. 4.5 is a God demon. I couldn't talk you off of that. And Anthony Simons, man. Uh, if they had a 3-point combo here for him and Anthony Simons at 7, I think that's warranted, right? I don't mind that. I mean, LaMelo Ball can give you 5, right? So I'm going to take the 3.5 threes for LaMelo Ball. If I get it at a good number, I seen minus 140. I probably missed the best of the number. It is what it is, right? 4 plays right here. Donovan Cleveland, official play over rebounds. Official play for Keon Johnson at 12.5 points. Right here, I got his fantasy score. I might put his 12.5 points there. Official play, 11.5 rebounds. Boy, I'm playing the double double for Nick Richards, but he'll be in this one here. I'm really thinking about taking Vucevic rebounds in here. I haven't completed this 6-man. I will post it somewhere when I do get a chance to complete it. Peace out, man. I gotta go to my son's game. We can get ready to go have some fun, man. Peace out, fam. Peace out.